Welcome back to Throwbacks with the Technodrome. We are back. It's been a very long time. We've missed each other. We miss you. We miss posting. I mean, I get excited when I see that we posted a video every Friday. So it's good to be back in the swing. Gents, welcome back. Let's say hi to everybody. How you doing?
Howdy.
Hello, cast.
Hi.
So excited.
Hello,
We're
everybody,
pumped up.
people.
Yes. All of
And
our
as you can see,
Technodromies out there.
as you can see, we're 3+1. The Rev is back with us.
That's 4. 3 plus 1, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes, it is.
Quick math.
Good.
Speaking of plus ones, you're looking at 4 married men here because Mr. Duff was the last of the crew, not by long. Just got married, so congratulations,
thank you.
Mr. and Mrs. Duff.
Thank
The
you.
Rev
Thank
was
you.
the pioneer, so
11
Thank you.
years.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yes, yeah. So congrats. So we've got some good things going on,
We do.
but I am not Scales, and this is not my snake draft. I just want to say, I was really, I was just so excited to say hello to everybody. But Scales, I'm throwing this back to you. Please tell us, what is our topic for the day?
Yes. Today we will be drafting our favorite cereals.
Oh,
yes.
snap.
Yes, something we have. Woo! Yes, something we have touched upon in a throwdown way back in the archives. Be sure to go check that out. We just touched on our favorites, but we're gonna expand upon that tonight, and we are going to do 4 rounds, and we're gonna just let you know what our favorite cereals were growing up. Maybe they're still our favorites today. I read a poll that 58% of adults say that their favorite cereals today are the ones that they were as kids. They still love the same cereal as kids. So let's see if that holds true.
I read a poll that 60% of poll results are made up.
Oh,
I am one of the only people who like soggy cereal.
That's for damn
Interesting.
sure.
Very interesting.
Now, I'm looking at the screen. Is that you, Scales? I can't tell by your background. Back up a little bit.
Yep.
Oh, you have a shirt that says.
Oh.
Yes.
see that?
Wait. Fancy that. Scales the Draft Master. I might have a shirt.
You got one too?
You got, whoa.
Oh, well, would you look at that?
Oh.
Let me
He's
see.
a contrarian.
Oh, he
Oh
disappeared.
boy.
I think I got one too.
Let's see it though.
So it's a
No, you
tiny bit
don't.
wrinkled, but that's okay.
Say, so are we. It's all right. Duff, we have the Draft Master, the Jester, the Contrarian,
Watermelon.
and then Fred Flintstone, who just came out of the watermelon patch. And our shirts do have writing on the back, too.
Yes.
Ooh.
I'll spin around. I'll probably disappear
boy.
into the purple again.
Yeah.
Oh.
The Super Marios are indeed from Brooklyn.
They
Yes.
certainly are, as the most recent commercial has vindicated me.
Yes.
But I must thank Mrs. Cast for making these wonderful Christmas
Yes.
presents for
That was very
the crew.
nice. Yes,
And you know what?
yes. Thank you.
I'll design one for you too, Senor Reverend.
Good. Good.
Yes.
Wear it and I'll stink it up.
Gotta go through the episodes and see what you've said that could be on the back. I think because
He's gonna
I'm
have to have
obese
some
might be
sound
funny.
bites. I'm gonna have to create some sound bites for him soon.
He is a walking soundbite.
Love it.
I'm just kidding. He doesn't walk anywhere.
No, I don't.
Okay, Scales. Sorry to interrupt you.
No worries. All right, gents, we're going to get started here. The order for tonight's draft is going to be, we're going to give our guest of honor here the number 1 choice. I've decided to go that route. I'll follow him up at number 2, and then it'll be Duff, and then Cast with the swing pick. So, without further ado, Mr. Flintstone over there, would you please grace us with the number 1 overall pick in the cereal draft?
Well, gentlemen, Ric Flair loves to take women to Space Mountain, but I love taking cereal to Cholesterol Mountain. And my number 1 choice is Fruity Pebbles. Not this one, but the original Fruity Pebbles. That's my number 1 choice, the best of the best.
Wow, coming in strong. He had to just really grind my gears with that one. We all remember that was I think that was my least favorite pick back in our throwdown. So I got to ask you, Rev, does the thin the thinness of the Fruity Pebble and how quickly it gets soggy. It doesn't bug you.
Tisk, tisk, sir. That's amateur hour. You need to pour very small bowls and eat it very quickly, and then it will never get soggy. So you got to have like 6 small bowls in one sitting.
Wow.
Way to roll.
All right. Maybe I'll try
Now,
that.
by small bowl, he means popcorn.
I mean a
tub.
salad bowl, you know.
Small is
style.
relative here. Family style.
All right. So the Fruity Pebbles are off the board. Bear with me here as I type in that pick. All right.
I think that's a fine choice.
Yes, very good.
It's not a bad choice.
It is a legendary cereal. All right. I'm up here, number 2 pick. You know, there was a cereal I chose in the throwdown as my favorite. But as the months have gone by, I realized that I screwed up. And the Cocoa Puffs, I don't think they're my favorite cereal. It should have been this pick. It should have been Frosted Flakes.
Wow.
Tony the Tiger. Frosted Flakes have been one of my favorites since I was a kid. I think more than Cocoa Puffs now that I've had more time to think about it.
I do have to say, they are great.
You beat me to it.
Very well done there. Yes, I love the crunchiness, the sugary cornflake. It's just amazing to me. The milk gets nice and, it's not too sweet at the end when you want to drink down that bowl, but it's got the perfect level of sugar to it. That's my pick.
What kind of milk are you throwing in there?
I mean, I've always been a 2% guy.
Good. You're not a savage.
No, I'm not a savage.
Got to go whole milk.
Are you a whole milk guy?
Ooh, whole
Skim
milk.
You're just asking for trouble.
I thought you were going to say that you drink right from the teat.
Oh, breast milk. Yes, good option as well.
Goat milk.
Go. All right.
Ask me if I put goat milk in my cereal.
You put goat milk in your cereal.
Nah. Okay, done.
Nice. All right. Duffy,
Yikes.
third pick of the first round.
Let's see. I think I got the third pick over here.
Here we go. The pick is in.
With the third pick, I'm going with my heritage. This brings me back. This is going all the way back to Ireland. I mean, we got weather balloons being shot down all over the place. We got alien ships being, chased by F-22s and 16s and 9ers. This calls for going down the cereal aisle and picking up my favorite cereal. You got marshmallowy goodness. I'm going with Lucky Charms, and this is like by far my favorite. And this is what I grew up with. It's got the perfect blend of marshmallows and just everything in there, and it's just absolutely delightful. And it just leaves that tasty milk remnants afterwards that you can just keep going with, and the fun just never ends.
They're magically delicious.
They are.
Indeed, they are. Oh, not a fan of the Lucky Charm there, Cass?
Hey.
No, I do like. I did like watching Dirk.
Our game that we played.
Yeah. We had our friend of the show, would eat all the cereal pieces from the Lucky Charms and then have a eyes closed battle at the end to see which marshmallow would win. And
Last man standing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, always some cafeteria fun back in college.
Got quite heated.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, good choice there, Duffy. Lucky Charms, another legendary one. Cast, you are up for 2 in a row here, buddy.
I'm going to go with the only marshmallow cereal I really like, and I've talked about this before, Count Chocula. Count Chocula is probably my favorite all-time cereal that's still in production, still gets made, even though it's seasonal. Love Count Chocula. It's the best chocolate cereal in my opinion. Just like Duff said about Lucky Charms, I think it's just the right amount of marshmallows, the best tasting milk when all is said and done, and the best tasting chocolate milk of all the chocolate cereals, better than Cocoa Puffs, better than Cocoa Pebbles, all that, and the best mascot. I mean, Count Chocula is just fun. It's great.
Yeah, I see you ordered diabetes on your spoon.
Precisely. So the pick is in, Count Chocula.
All right, good choice there.
All right.
Rounding out the first round.
That's
You
a
can go
solid
ahead and,
4 right there. That's a
Yeah,
solid
that
4.
is. Yeah, that's really good. Fruity Pebbles, Frosted Flakes, Lucky Charms, Count Chocula. A lot of sugary goodness there. Yeah, diabetes on a spoon, like Duffy just said in that drop there.
Like I said, through Duff.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, sorry. As Duffy clicked on the soundboard. All right, round 2. Cast, you're up.
All right, going to throw a little bit of a curveball here. I am going Rice Krispies Treats cereal because oh man, are they good! When you get just the right cluster size treat, because usually it's they break, basically sweet marshmallow Rice Krispies all in the bowl, but then you get
He's
the
so
right
excited he's glitching.
cluster with I am.
Yeah.
Just a tad. You got so excited you were glitching. Now you're fine, but yeah.
Damn internet.
No, you're good now. It's working now.
So yeah, when you get just the right size cluster, not too big, not too small, and it gets just moist enough from the milk, perfect.
Ooh, moist.
And I didn't mention it with the Count Chocula, but the method that my father handed down through me is, as I said, and as the soundboard will say, I do like soggy cereal, but I like a mix of it. I like it when it's nice and crispy, but then you get some pieces that are, soaked with the milk. You put the milk in, you put it in the freezer, you let it sit there for a while, and then a lot of the cereal will float to the top and it'll stay crispy, but you have parts underneath that kind of get, it gets soggy, but then there's like kind of a middle ground too, and you mix it all together, and it's really good. And with Rice Krispies treats, so it works best with chocolate cereal, but it works really well with Rice Krispies treats too, because the milk gets that marshmallowy taste. Phenomenal.
What is this, a science experiment? How long are you putting it in the freezer? What do you got to do here?
Gross. Gross. That's personal taste. You could put 5, 10, 15 minutes. Gross. Shut up. I used to a lot of times I used to put it in the freezer so I would eat breakfast before going to work when I had a commute, like a long distance. I put it in the freezer and then shower, get ready, and then I'd eat after. So it'd be sitting in the freezer the whole time, so probably like 15 minutes or so.
Interesting. Just had a bunch of crap for breakfast.
Rice Krispies treats.
All right.
Rice Krispie treats.
It's a lot of effort for cereal right there.
When did that come out in the 90s? That was a 90s debut, Rice Krispie treat cereal?
If I were to I'll look it up too, but I want to guess 93.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking early mid 90s somewhere.
Let's see. You can continue on. I'll let you know after.
All right. Beautiful.
Okay. Duffy, you're up, my friend.
All right. My next pick, again, none of these options are healthy. They all are, filled with sugary goodness. But for some reason, this cereal in particular makes me feel like I'm eating a little healthier. I feel like I'm literally ingesting just all fiber with a little bit of sugar on top. But I like the smaller version of this, so I'm going to go with the Frosted Mini Wheats. I enjoy a good Frosted Mini Wheat. I do prefer it when they still have the white sugary stuff on the top. I try to eat that face up and try to keep those face up so they don't get soaked and turned over into the milk and get too soggy, because then it kind of it can be okay, because then it kind of goes into the milk and makes it a little sugarier. Mm-hmm. But I prefer it when it's got a little more crunch to it. But,
there is that Goldilocks zone.
Agreed. Yes, but I'm not putting it in the freezer. I'm just eating it. So
hey, you don't know unless you try.
You would.
So yeah, Frosted Mini Wheats.
Frosted Mini Wheats. Mini Wheats I used to like to snack on those as a kid. It wasn't a big fan of putting them in cereal, but yeah, I always enjoyed them as a nice snack.
All right. Beautiful.
I think Rice Krispies Treat cereal is 1995. I don't know why it's so difficult to find this. I keep finding when Rice Krispies started making Rice Krispies treats available like on their own. And there's 95. It doesn't say when the cereal. What the hell, Wikipedia? But whatever.
Wikipedia fail. Wow, that's rare.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm up here.
I like a nice warm pink center.
What kind of cereal would that be? How they make that?
Frankenberry.
Frankenberry, yeah. Good call. All right. Since it's still on the board, I'm going to go back to Cocoa Puffs here. Got to have a chocolate cereal. I would have picked Count Chocula because that is phenomenal. But I will go with the Cocoa Puff.
Let's hear it, Duff.
I was always cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
There you go. I really was.
Classic drop.
Yeah, just one of my favorites growing up, and still one I enjoy today. I don't know if there'll be another chocolate one that I'll pick, so I had to have this one in there as my chocolatey choice. So Cocoa.
Do you remember Cocoa Puffs? At one point, they had I don't know if it was like flying saucer shaped ones. It was a very limited amount of time, but they had the regular puffs, and then they had these other puffs with like an extra ring around them.
Doesn't ring a bell.
I have to look it up.
Is that was a good one. That was only available on Nebular.
Hello,
that's what they've been shooting down.
Oh, that's right. Nice.
Big Cocoa Puffs.
All right. The Rev is up for 2 in a row.
Woo!
What do you got for us?
So I'm going to go the chocolate chip cookie route, and I'm going to go Cookie Crisp.
Nice.
Ever want the roof of your mouth shredded apart, much like Captain Crunch, you go with the Cookie Crisp. It's got the Hamburglar like mascot, like he's great. And then they moved to the wolf just recently.
Yeah.
But I love Cookie Crisp. Ain't nothing better than having chocolate chip cookies inside your milk. Oh yeah.
That's a great call. As a kid, that was like glorious. Like cookies inside of cereal. That's so like good. Awesome. And the commercials are so good, like you said, great mascots.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so, my number 2. Or did you want to say something, Steve?
No, go ahead.
All right. Number 2, gonna go back to Rice Krispies. And I'm gonna go Frosted Krispies. Cast over here turned me on to it because he said he could only find them around his college.
Yeah, and in Pennsylvania, just outside of New York.
What?
Just outside of New York.
Yeah, man, dude. Yeah. I could never find it in New York, and then finally they came around. I found it on like Amazon Fresh. I ordered, 15 boxes of them.
Oh my god!
And I'm going strong. I used the same method to Fruity Pebbles. You just got to eat small bowls of these rice cereals and get it all like nice and crunchy. Then you get 15 of those nice bowls, and you're good. But Frosted Rice Krispies, the best. Those are my 2 picks.
I think I've had those like once when I was a kid, and I remember them being pretty good. Yeah.
They actually used to have them in Brooklyn, Brian. But when we were really little, probably like 3 or 4 years old, I remember seeing them in the supermarket. Then didn't see them again until I guess Fairfield.
Those bastards.
Pendant.
And probably right next to the aisle, right next to the You Bet.
Oh yeah,
You bet.
All right, it's up to me, guys. 3rd round. I'm going to go back to my childhood, and I believe this cereal debuted in 1991, and I have such fond memories of the cinnamon mini buns. Yes,
Whoa.
Yes, throwback. Do you remember that one, Rev?
Ooh, sure do.
Yeah,
that's how I'm pre-diabetic right now because of that.
They're just so good. Like you would think of going to Cinnabon, but no, here it is in a cereal form. What's better than that every morning?
Diabetes City. I love it.
Yes.
I feel like those used to swell up pretty big if they stayed in the milk for too long.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yeah. Maybe. I don't remember.
Yeah, they were really good.
Yeah. One of my
Diabetes
favorites.
on a spoon.
Duffy, up to you.
I'm going to go again. I'm going to go more of the basic route here. I kind of liked it as a kid, but I became more of a fan again back in college because it was one of the main cereals that they would have like in that little cereal dispenser thing. And it was just, I don't know, it's just slightly sweet. But I also kind of like the commercials too. I like the slogan. I got to have my Pops.
Yes.
So I'm going with Corn Pops here. I don't know. It's very simple, but it's also delicious. I don't know. It's nice corn, sweet taste to it, and there's something substantial to it too because it's not too small. It's got like something to it. It's got some girth. But yeah, I don't know. There's something about it that it just became kind of one of my go-tos. But yeah, that's my choice.
All right.
They used to taste like Amazon cardboard boxes to me.
A smile in every bite.
I will say that's one that when they get soggy, they're really nasty.
That's why you got to eat them quick.
Yeah.
Maybe that's one I could test and put in the freezer.
Or do the Revs
No,
form,
that's-
6
that's-
small bowls.
It's not one you want to put in the freezer because you don't want any of them to be soggy because it's pretty nasty. I'm happy that you picked that because that was potentially on my list, and
Okay.
I don't think I'm going to go with it, but I'm glad
All
that
right.
it's going to make it to our tournament. So
Cool.
All right, Cass, you're up 2 in a row. Your third and fourth and final, third pick, and then your fourth and final pick.
I feel like I'd be doing the podcast a disservice and any of our references multiple times during the week in our private texts if I didn't go with, did you say honey and nuts? Honey Nut Cheerios.
Did you say honey and nuts?
A la the amazing 1989 Ebenezer Scrooge commercial where Scrooge suddenly turns into a tremendous bottom tooth. My regular gruel shall suffice. Did you say honey and nuts? Yeah, just a great, amazing tasting cereal. I like pretty much any kind of Cheerios. I even like the regular ones with no sugar. I've always thought they tasted good. It's too plain for some people, but if I'm going to try to represent the entire entity that is Honey Nut Cheerios, or that is Cheerios, I'd have to go with the Honey Nut Cheerios.
Yeah.
The infamous incident that the Rev and I had with my friend Aladdin at the diner, where I don't even know how he's like, you don't have. It's like, how'd that even start? It was you. Oh, you said that you don't like honey. It's like if there's one thing I don't like, it's honey, but I do like Honey Nut Cheerios. And he turns to me, he's like, you know, they have Honey Nut Cheerios. Yeah, I know. I was like, what do you mean here or just in general? Just in general. It's like, the hell you talk? Of course I know. It's like, no, you said you like Honey on Cheerios. No, Honey Nut Cheerios.
And then I think I said, what the hell are you talking about?
I was like, do you have any idea what he's talking about? And you're just sitting there like this. Yeah.
So good.
All right. And for my final pick, I'm torn between a bunch here, but I have to go Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Nice. Yeah.
Especially in case anybody else wasn't going to pick it. I assumed somebody would have, but man, it's so good. I was very disappointed when they got rid of the 2 other mascots and they went just with Wendell because he was my least favorite one. I like the skinny guy and then the shorter, fatter guy. But I don't know if anybody remembers what I'm talking about. That was a
Vaguely.
long time ago.
Were there 3 guys?
There were 3 on the box,
Yeah.
and then I actually just watched the commercial the other day just to see like I wanted to look at the boxes and whatnot. And Wendell gets sucked into the TV or something. Wendell's the older guy with the gray hair. And there was a search for Wendell, and then the other 2 just got written off, kind of like Judy and Family Matters.
Oh, yeah, I remember the search for Wendell. Yep, I remember.
But yeah, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, amazing cereal. It's so good. It's one that you could eat crispy, you could eat middle, soggy, it's still good. And then the milk is like none other. You get the cinnamon milk.
Yeah.
You can even eat it dry, just right out of the box. Yep.
Yeah, it's
Great snack.
fabulous.
Yeah,
Marvelous.
Great pick. It's a great cereal. That's a legendary.
So delicious.
All right, there,
Delicious.
Mr. Duffy.
All right. I think I got to add another one to this field here. I have to add some sort of a chocolate to this list.
Okay.
I feel like it's only right to at least have one cereal that is chocolate based. And since there's already 2 of these, essentially the same brand on here, I'm going to add another one to it. And it also, another one, there seems to be a theme here where a lot of these cereals that I like all had like little catchy slogans or songs or whatever. But everybody wants my Cocoa Krispies. I'm going Cocoa Krispies here.
Nice.
It's got the deliciousness of Rice Krispies with a chocolate aspect to it. And again, like just another one with a catchy little slogan, a little song, and what was it? The little monkey that was like running around, people trying to steal his cereal. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's gonna be my choice. And obviously, if you wait till the end, it turns into chocolate milk. So it's another thing that I still order at the diner, even though I'm ungodly old. But I don't care. Still go.
It's okay.
Get my chocolate
all right.
milk.
As I lie down tonight and I'm trying to fall asleep and it's just not happening because all I hear going through my head is with every taste so chocolatey. I hear back, Duff.
You're welcome.
Good Good pick there, Duffy. Cocoa Krispies. All right. My last pick. I'm gonna go with Apple Jacks.
Yes.
Ooh, the healthy route. You took my
Yeah.
pick.
I love a good Apple Jack. Another one that's
Healthy
very
route.
yeah. What's the sugar content on an Apple Jack? It's probably
It's
just
an
as
apple.
much as
It's
got fruit in it.
It's fruit.
healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, by that logic, you pick the healthiest one, Brian. Fruity Pebbles. Just have all Fruity Pebbles, Fruit Loops. Why settle for one fruit when you can have them all?
Yeah, I was debating between Fruit Loops and Apple Jacks, but I'm gonna go with Apple Jacks. Just one of my favorites, and it's like I said, one that I like to snack on as well. Not eating it as a cereal with milk, just like something to pick on.
I have a question. Are they back to their original color now, or do they have the pink and the green ones still? Because that was a thing at one point.
It's green.
Oh,
Because I ate them a couple months ago. This is coming from the colorblind guy.
Yeah, you don't have no idea. Why would
They are green.
It's green.
they
You
were
might
never
wanna-
green before? They just had green ones in it. There's pink and green.
No, there's no pink. There's no pink. Not on the one that I try. There ain't no pink.
Scales, didn't you eat them recently?
I did not eat them recently. It's been a while,
Okay.
but
I had them a month ago.
But you are colorblind and you can't tell green from red.
I hate you.
I hate you.
It's true. I'm not making fun of you.
Yeah.
Great pick.
Yes. I was also going to mention quickly that some of these iconic cereals they've released into like these, they call them like jumbo snacks, and they're like in these like little bags of like little.
I get those from
like,
7-Eleven. I've got
little bags, but they're like jumbo size, either like Apple Jacks or Fruit Loops, and those I've had the Apple Jack one of those, and it's really good. So
good.
Yeah. All right, Rev. This is it. This is the final pick.
All right. Well, Cast foreshadowed my pick because I got to go healthy in the fruit group. Little Fruit Loops, little Fruity Loops. Got Toucan Sam on the front. I didn't even know until recently that all of them taste the same. All those fruit, all the rings taste the same. They're just
tricked
the
us.
same flavor. Doesn't matter. But it's still great. It, very tasty cereal. All the food groups in there. You get your dairy, you get your fruit, you get your oats somewhere in there. I don't know.
Could have done a blind taste test.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But Fruit Loops is my final choice.
He can't tell the difference between the colors anyway. It doesn't have to be blind.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Should I share my screen here, Duffy? Maybe you have to give me permission again. I don't know.
Oh my god! All right, I give you
Say
permission.
please.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Now I have to find out where the hell I do it again. Why do they always make it so hard?
They
to
just
find?
updated this thing. This is what
Oh
they do.
man. Well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. There it is. Share screen. Right where I was.
Ooh, this is so hard. There's two that I love.
Here we go. Can you see that?
They really hide that share screen function inside the share screen icon.
Damn it! It's late. I'm tired. All right. Can you see that? Just stupidity, but it's so dumb. It's stupid. There you go.
That is what it says on the back of Scale's shirt, by the way.
Yep, that is my motto. So here we go, folks. These are our top 16 favorite cereals among the Technodrome plus the Rev. We've got the Rev's picks: Fruity Pebbles, Cookie Crisp, Frosted Krispies, and Fruit Loops. You went very healthy route here. 2 fruit cereals.
Absolutely.
And cookies.
A little vitamin C, a little cookies. You're doing good. Some crispy oats. You're doing all right. And then my picks, I went with Frosted Flakes, Cocoa Puffs, the Cinnamon Mini Buns, and Apple Jacks. Duffy, with his Irish namesake here, the Lucky Charms, Frosted Mini Wheats, Corn Pops, gotta have his pops, and Cocoa Krispies. Cast
Cinderella story right there, Cocoa Krispies.
the Cocoa Krispies, yeah, I like
Cinderella
it.
story.
Yeah, he could make a run in a tournament here. Cast started off with Count Chocula, Rice Krispie Treats, Honey Nut Cheerios, and of course Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Great picks. I mean, I'd like to find someone out there that would look at this list and say there's one bad cereal on here. These are all phenomenal.
Corn Pops, terrible cereal.
Hey, hey, no.
There he is. He's that guy.
Nope.
Yep.
He just gets upset because it's not made out of fruit.
He's not getting.
I got
It's
the
got
vegetable.
corn in there, must be
I got the
healthy.
vegetable corn.
Oh yeah, good point.
Fine.
Yeah, you're getting your vegetable food group.
That's a
there.
grain.
Yeah.
But
Brian
the
loves
plan,
fruit so much he wore a watermelon shirt.
the plan is here, folks. Now that we have 16 cereals from the Scale Snake Draft, we're gonna throw these into a tournament bracket for a future episode coming soon, where we will determine the greatest cereal in the Technodrome's view. So stay tuned for that. That'll be fun and exciting. And I'm going to unshare my screen here if I figure out how to do that. Pause share, stop share. There you go. Did that work? Okay. Okay, we're back.
Nice.
All right. So
job.
I want to throw it around to you guys. Any, before we take off here, any honorable mentions, any classics from our childhood that didn't get picked here? I'll throw it to Duffy first.
How about this? I'm going to give you one that I think is a little bit of an underdog, probably not up the Revs alley here. And then I'm going to give one that I think is just absolutely terrible that I've had that I distinctly remember being awful. So let me start with the good first. I remember when this cereal first came out because it was during the time that, like, you know, I don't know, I like Chex. I like all those, you know, those like rice cereal type things. They were good. They had different flavors. But again, the problem with most cereals, they get soggy. So this one came out, and their claim to fame was that their cereal doesn't really get soggy. It stays nice and crispy, hence the name Crispix. So that's my choice. I know it's not a ton of flavor, but it really does hold the crunch well. There's probably see, I knew it wasn't gonna like it. It holds the crunch well even after it's been in the cereal for a while. So that is my choice for a good one. Changing gears really quick. I distinctly remember having this cereal when I was a kid. They might as well just call this cereal like Colon Blow or something like that. But it was by Kellogg's. It was called Cracklin' Oat Bran.
As soon as you said colon blow, I was like, I hope he says it. And yes,
Cracklin'
100%.
Oat Bran. I remember having this once, and it was like, for whatever reason, my dad bought it. Maybe he had a visit to the doctor, and they told him to get this or something. But I remember I took one bite, and it was just like circular sawdust. It was just, it was absolutely atrocious, and I couldn't believe Kellogg's actually put their name on this. But I don't know. It just had a distinct memory. I have a distinct memory of that one. But that's
what was the crackling part of the oat bran?
That's going to be what's happening in the toilet after you eat it in like an hour. You get the crackling toots.
Nice.
I distinctly remember too my mom having those, and I wanted to try it, and I had a little bowl, and I wanted more, and she's like, "You can't have more."
That's it.
Ugh.
All right, Rev. How about a few from you? Got a couple honorable mentions or things you
Speaking
despise?
of keeping yourself regular, I love Raisin Bran. That is,
And yet you don't like Raisinets.
I don't like Raisinets. Yes.
Very
But
strange.
I will like Raisin Bran because Cass knows I love pooping. There's nothing
You
more than I
certainly
love pooping. So if I need to keep myself regular, get a whole bunch of Raisin Bran. And I started liking the Raisin Bran Crunch one recently. So
All right.
that's a good one. You got to keep yourself healthy. All the
Try-
oats and the stuff. Yeah.
Try Raisin Nut Bran. I think that's what it's called. It's got a weird box, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes
cream
me poop.
pie
I'm
is
good.
classic.
what if they made Raisin Bran with chocolate flakes? Would you get that?
Yes.
You hypocrite. That would be like Raisinets.
You backed him into a corner.
Yes.
Boom. Roasted.
Yeah. And then I'll probably take Steve's pick, but I like those the Swedish Chef cereal.
Oh,
back in the
yes.
day. Crunchy Stars.
Yes.
Yep.
Crunchy.
Don't you?
Crunchy Stars.
Isn't there still one smashed into the carpeting in your parents'
Pretty
house?
sure there is, because I distinctly remember it is still on the carpet of my parents' house, right by my stairs, where I go play. There's a Crunchy Star smushed in the fibers of
Nice.
the rug. In my
Nice.
place.
There you go.
Could be one of the last
they were-
ones in
they were great,
existence.
too.
Yeah.
Because it's the best Muppet character, so who doesn't love the Swedish Chef? Great.
Yep. I got one more question for you, Rev. You have two young fellas there in your household, right? What are their favorites? What is the current
Well,
age?
Liam loves whatever I like. He actually started liking this new cereal over here, Fruity Pebbles Crunched, which is the Trix version of Fruity Pebbles. He started liking that. He likes whatever cereals I like because I'm like a 5-year-old. I love sugar. Who doesn't love sugar? But he loves Cocoa Puffs. And he loves Fruity Pebbles. Those are his two favorite right there.
All right,
and then
choices.
Brendan will eat Cheerios. I mean, he just loves Cheerios. We should buy stock in regular Cheerios because he eats so much of it. It's great. He loves the oats. And keeping himself regular.
Smart kids. All right, Cast, how about you over there, buddy?
Got a bunch. Am I only allowed to say one? I'm not going to dive into all.
No.
We got to go to bed, you know.
So I want to, I'll save it for the end. So what I probably would have chosen if I didn't pick any of my choices, if I had a fifth pick, would have been Golden Grams. Always loved Golden Grams.
Yeah, good one.
Peanut Butter Crunch is really good. Reese's Peanut Butter Puffs are good, but even better than that is if you take Peanut Butter Crunch, so the Captain Crunch is peanut butter flavor, and you mix it with Cocoa Pebbles. You have the best chocolate peanut butter combination you could possibly have.
I hate peanut butter. Just letting you know, I hate peanut butter.
Well.
Wow. Excuse me?
I hate peanut butter.
Wow.
Steve is, Cash, you used to know that I was the weird guy who brought in like tuna and like ham sandwiches, never peanut butter and jelly.
Who is he?
Don't like peanut butter.
Who is he? Who invited him?
What?
I don't know.
What?
What can you say?
Yeah.
Another one I might have chosen was Golden Crisp. I always loved Golden Crisp.
Okay.
More than Smacks.
I was always confused by what did they taste like? I don't remember eating those. This Honey Smacks or the Golden Crisps.
Yeah,
one had a frog as a mascot, and one had a bear.
Well, exactly. Well, one, you can't get enough of that Golden Crisp.
Okay, get enough.
Apple Cinnamon Cheerios is a good one, but I had to go Honey Nut if I was going any. Do you guys remember Team Cheerios?
Yes.
Like
those were really good. Yeah, but they're out for a few years, I feel like, and they were basically similar to Frosted Cheerios. Those were good.
Yep.
Double Checks. That was a Chex cereal that was sweetened. That was really good. Double Dip Crunch.
Hey, hold on. This is the X-rated podcast.
Double Dip Crunch.
Where was that time?
23. Okay, I'm marking down. Yeah, time stamped it.
Berry Kicks.
Honeycomb. That's a good one.
Honeycomb. Any Honeycomb fans?
Yes, Honeycomb.
Waffle Crisp. It's another good one.
Oh, yeah.
But the one I wanted to pose to the group, I love this cereal. What do you guys think of Life? Do you like Life cereal?
I kind of like my Life.
I don't know that I've ever had Life. I don't think I've ever had it. I don't think so.
Regular Life and Cinnamon Life, great. Really good stuff. Yeah. Yeah. And if I had to pick one that I hate, Grape Nuts.
What is that
even a thing?
Are there grapes in it?
It's more. I don't know why there's no grapes, there's no nuts. It's like what they feed at the petting zoo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You put the little quarter in the thing, you get it in your hand. Yeah.
Basically it. Yeah.
Wow.
One more, Honeybees. Honeybees cereal was only out for a little bit, like around 2000. It was a Winnie the Pooh cereal. Man, was
yes, I remember that.
Yeah,
that was good.
That was really good.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a throwback right there. Nice.
Pooh cereal. Yum.
Yeah. A couple is that all you had, Cass?
Yeah, I'll let you
like
go.
15,
yeah, he's got a list of like 100 more. He's the cereal guru. The one I wanted to mention, of course, is our namesake, the Ninja Turtle cereal that I have such fond memories of from late 80s, early 90s. I think it was around. I just remember it tasting so damn good. Had marshmallows and then had like sugary oat whatever cereal in it, and it was really good. Also, Alpha Bits. You guys remember that when we were little?
I do.
Yeah, those were good.
I was going to look up a commercial and text it to you guys earlier today.
Yeah, Alpha
Wasn't
Bits
that like Lucky Charms ish?
There was a marshmallow variety.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There were two different. There was the blue box and then the pink box that had the marshmallows.
Yes,
yeah,
I do remember those.
And Trix. I liked Trix as a kid.
Yeah.
And I think that
because Trix are for kids.
Yeah.
For kids. Yeah. Silly rabbit.
Why are they always so mean to that poor rabbit?
I know.
At
I
some
always
point,
wanted him to win.
at some point they used, like, I think when we were younger, or maybe before us, I don't know, the different fruit flavored pieces were actually different flavor, but not anymore. Not for a long
They all
time. They
taste
haven't
the
been.
same. Yeah,
now
yeah,
they
yeah.
taste the same. But back in the day, I think originally they all were different.
They
That's what
were,
I
that's
read,
why
at
I
least.
liked it.
Yeah, a lot
They-
of vitamin C there.
A lot of fruit.
And then at one point they made all the pieces like in the shape of the fruit.
Yes.
They did,
Yeah,
yes.
the
Yep.
lime, the
Oh,
lemon.
yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
Affirmative.
and of course, all the other monster cereals, Frankenberry, Blueberry, Fruity, Yummy Mummy, cast, let us know about all
Taste
those.
test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had a good time.
We're tackling the big issues here. Breakfast cereal.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to wrap up with that I read before I came on here, there was an article that listed the 2021. In 2021, I couldn't find 2022, but the top sold cereals in America. Do you guys want to take a stab? What do you think was number one? Sold 139.1 million boxes.
Cheerios.
You've got it, Duffy.
Boom.
It is just regular Cheerios.
Yep.
About that cholesterol.
Frosted Flakes not far behind, 132 million, and Honey Nut Cheerios at 129
Ooh.
million. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
2 in the top 3.
Yeah.
I love Honey Nut Cheerios.
You know, this is the problem with kids. They're not eating enough fruit at breakfast. We
Yes.
need Brian needs to be the food czar.
Yeah.
I give my kids double fruit. I give them real fruit, and then I give them Fruit Loops. They're good.
They'll never get sick.
And then Raisin Bran to keep it regular.
What a father you are. You're always amazing. So thank you everyone for joining us tonight. Like I said, be on the lookout for the cereal bracket, our friggin' foursome, coming up soon, as well as some other episodes. We got some throwdowns coming up. We got some fun stuff planned. So be on the lookout, of course, on YouTube, Throwbacks with the Technodrome. Follow us on social media, TikTok and Instagram, Throwbacks Technodrome Pod. And our audio only, still on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Be sure to check those out. And we're glad to be back. Hope you're glad to see us.
We missed you.
Yeah, we missed all you guys.
I didn't miss you guys, but we missed you guys.
Yeah,
Oh, you didn't miss us? Oh, that's so mean.
I missed it.
Yeah. Well, we love you. We love you, fans. We'll talk to you soon. We'll see you around. Take care.
Wilma!
Toodles.